Good morning, y'all. How you doing? If you're returning, welcome back. If you're new, hey there. My name is Renee, and today I just kind of wanted to do an update on seedlings or plant starts or whatever you may call them. I'm not even really sure what to call them, but we have moved everything out to the front of this sliding glass door. For most of y'all, who have been following us, y'all know we live in a single wide trailer in the Missouri Ozarks. We don't have a whole lot of options for space and room and things like that. So one of the options that I did was I kind of commandeered my son's bathroom, which is our spare bathroom. I threw in one of those big, tall metal shelving units and some grow lights, making sure that water wasn't going to come out the faucet or the shower head or anything like that. But that's how I started my seeds. I threw in a floor heater in there and a small humidifier. And that's how I germinated my seeds. So y'all know we had that first batch, and then I think there was like a small in-between batch, and then the second batch of seeds that got started. When I started the second batch of seeds, I had to move all of my seedlings out here to make room for the new seeds to be able to germinate. Well, now they are all out here in front of the sliding glass door. We have our bathroom back. But just wanted to share an update with y'all about how they're doing. I have run into some hiccups and some stuff that I have to figure out what I possibly did wrong, so I don't do that next year. And I don't know why, but I want to show y'all my houseplants too. I've grown very fond of them, and I like looking at them, and I've just kind of gotten to love houseplants, so I'll share those with y'all too. But let's get into checking out the seedlings and seeing how they're doing. All right, so with all of our seedlings, we have 2 shelves, and then I've got some things growing in these stackable tiered pot things I got from Dollar Tree, and I have to take this plastic table cover off real quick to show y'all the bottom shelves. I had to put that up because our new puppy, Arlo. Say hi, Arlo. Yeah, him is a good boy, but he likes to pee on the plants and he likes to nibble on them. Huh. Uh-oh, is Mama telling on you? So I have to go ahead and take that plastic cover off. And also, so there was 3 plants that he had peed on. I know animals pee on plants all the time. Can any of y'all tell me in the comments? I mean, I think it was like 2 cauliflowers and a cabbage or some broccoli or something. I've got them somewhere. I don't know where. I'll have to see. But animals pee on plants all the time, right? So can I still plant those and grow them and harvest from them even though he peed on them? If the dog pee doesn't kill them? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, I'm going to get to taking off this plastic cover, and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so we're going to start off with the top of this shelf. These were the things that never germinated. I also had some issues keeping the soil moist. No matter how many times I watered it, it just got super dry. So I'm not sure if it was the heat in the bathroom or plastic little buckets. I read somewhere that plastic little buckets don't stay as moist as like terracotta or something. So maybe that was it, but these never germinated and I gave up on them a couple weeks ago because even stuff that should have germinated just never did. So I'll try something different next year, I guess. But here I have a tray. Half of it is cherry tomatoes on this side, and then this other half is, what is this, Ace 55 tomatoes. And I'm trying a different method of watering just today, if y'all can see the water there. I saw Roots and Refuge video this morning and talking about bottom watering, so I thought I'd give it a try in the trays that I could. But so moving on, I have broccoli, and y'all know there were some casualties while we were at Okie Homestead Expo, but other than that, most of them are still doing really good. But these, somehow while we were gone, the heater got turned up to 85 degrees in the bathroom, and some of them died. And then we have this row here of green bell pepper and red bell pepper on this row. Seeds from store-bought bell peppers. Only 3 of them from the green germinated, but the seeds from the red bell pepper is doing good. And this one broke earlier. I've got it trying to propagate. I don't know if it's even worth it, but... And then cauliflower. Only 3 of the cauliflowers germinated. 1, 2, and then this third one here died. So, the red onions are all over here. They're kind of... I thought they'd stick up more like that one, but they lay down a lot, so maybe they're not that healthy yet. I'm not sure. Moving down, in all these green buckets, I've got cabbage doing very well. Multiple plants per little bucket. In these red buckets here, I've got cauliflower. It looks like only 5 of them germinated. And then in these white ones, I've got broccoli. Doing well, making up for the casualties from our weekend in Oklahoma. In these brown buckets, I've got some Swiss red chard. All doing well. Here I've got like broccoli and cabbage and cauliflower and more cabbage. Now these 4 were peed on by our new puppy Arlo. Do any of y'all know if a dog pees on your starters, can you still plant them, grow them, and then harvest them? If they live, or because a dog peed on them, you don't want them? I don't know. Let me know in the comments, please. And then here, we've got 2 containers of celery. And then here, I've got 3 milk jugs of red onion that were looking really good, but this morning, I just took a pitcher of water and poured it in there, and they kind of all got flat. So, and then just recently, another friend of ours, gave us a bunch of asparagus starts that she said need to go in the ground soon. So I'm gonna have to get to it, but over 3 dozen here. So moving on down the line, this green and both of these browns are crisp head lettuce. They're all doing pretty good. And then these 3 rows here are romaine lettuce. They seem to be doing good. And then these brown buckets are all spinach. And down here, all of these black buckets never germinated, ever. The soil won't stay moist, just like the other buckets, so I've given up on those. But here, we've got parsley and beefsteak tomato, parsley, chamomile, and nothing. But here, this beefsteak tomato, I think at one time I had planted okra in it. It didn't germinate, so instead of wasting the soil, I planted some tomatoes. And then moving down some more. Let's see. More green bell peppers that did not germinate. I've got 2 rows of the Black Beauty eggplant. They're all looking pretty good. Hey y'all, so do y'all see inside this little red circle how there's green on the top part of that soil? Some of my containers have that, and then some of the containers that have that even have healthy looking plants in them. So I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if it's mold or if it's moss, if it's something I had done, or if it was because I germinated and started to grow these seeds inside the bathroom where there's all moisture and a heater. I'm not sure what I could have done wrong. I'm not even sure what it is. But I can take my finger and kind of scratch down into the soil, and it's brown. So whatever it is just on top. Do y'all have any idea what it is, or what I could have done wrong or different or anything? Let me know in the comments, please. 3 rows of the cucumber did not germinate, or maybe it takes a while. I'll have to look at the packet. I don't know. And then out of 8 buckets, only 3 nasturtiums were able to grow. And then down here I've got some broccoli, some cabbage, and I think that's all. And then beefsteak tomato and a milk jug bucket full of celery. And then over here I've got all okra and some soil pods that nothing germinated except one of the parsley. And it's looking like a scraggly little seedling. So I didn't have success with that this year. Maybe next year. We'll just have to see. Alright, moving on. I've got mostly calendula here in this box. I've got 1 okra. These are all basil in these little square buckets. In these cut up Dixie cups, I've got basil. And let me tell you, when I rub and mess with them and the breeze comes, they smell awesome. I like that smell. The breeze is blowing now. I've got some calendula, okra, another beefsteak tomato, a nothing, some calendula. So, mostly basil on that shelf. And then all of these are okra. And then, y'all remember I experimented with the toilet paper rolls and my plants that are root sensitive, you know, the ones they don't recommend to transplant. Doing pretty good. I've got green beans in these 4. Over there, I've got some butternut squash in those toilet paper rolls. In these ones, I've got some purple pole beans. They all seem to be doing good. I'll just, once again, have to see how they transplant in the toilet paper rolls. But I've got some crisp lettuce, some beefsteak tomato, some cherry tomato, romaine lettuce, none of the cucumbers germinated, none of that spinach, none of that zucchini. Sorry, camera turned weird, but anyway, none of those germinated. Going up here, once again, none of the cucumbers. I've got some of the romaine lettuce from that 6-pack is doing okay. The Ace 55 tomatoes, one of the little sections didn't germinate, but I can move one of these seedlings over there and still be able to sell a 6-pack on the farm stand. None of the chives germinated. All 4 of these lemon balms germinated. These thyme, it looks like only 2 of the buckets germinated. And then that cilantro, looks like they all germinated. And none on the sage. So that's it for the seedlings. Oh, let's see here. I think this is mostly all parsley and beefsteak tomato, but it's nice to be able to start things in the red Solo cups or Dixie cups or whatever you call them. But if you don't need to up pot them, I would go ahead and start them in something smaller. Like these cut up ones. I just cut up the Dixie cups. But these big cups take up a lot of space and soil for something that might not need to be up potted. Now, I know tomatoes usually, you know, you want a lot of space for those, but some of the things I started in the red Dixie cups probably won't ever need to be up potted. So I'll know next year to mostly cut them in half to save space. But here are my flowers. I've got some echinacea. I've got some African daisy. Here I've got some Chianti sunflower. Here I think is more Chianti sunflower. Here I've got some Shasta daisies. Some marigold. Ooh, this one's got a lot. What is that one? Semi-dwarf zinnia. So these are all the flowers, and I'll direct sell flower seeds too, but. And then I also have these stackable tier things I got from Dollar Tree. The first one is various herbs. The second one is various herbs. The third one is lettuce, and the fourth one is spinach. The lettuce, the spinach, and that basil are the only things that have germinated so far. Now with these, I don't recommend stacking more than 3 or even 4. 4 might be a bit tipsy, but I have these 6 of them and it's kind of wibble wobbly. So I will separate them whenever I'm able to take them outside. Right now we're short on space, so they're stacked. I think that's it for the seedlings. So now moving on to houseplants. Our friend and mentor, I'm gonna call her Miss G and Mr. D. They gave us quite a lot of plants. This was one of them. A big old pot full of quite a lot of snake plants. And I learned with snake plants, these little vines come off of it. These little vines create little baby snake plants that you just pop off and propagate in some water to make more. So that is that. And then this plant here, I paid full price at Walmart for that, unfortunately, but it was nice and added a different style. I think it might be some type of a tree. I have no clue what it is. There wasn't a tag. There's a care tag, but it doesn't say what it is. So it was just something nice to look at. All right, moving on through. This one was one of the first plants I got. It was a Walmart clearance. When I bought it, it had like 4 or 5 leaves, and it's thrived very well. It's got another leaf about to unfurl. It is very sensitive to the sun though. The leaves start browning super easy. So this is the perfect spot that I found for it, where it just doesn't die. And then Miss G also gave me these, what are they called? Arrowhead plants. This one's got quite a lot of plants in there, and I stuck Bubba's dinosaur in there to keep Arlo from chewing on it. But so that's just a nice big one. And continuing forward, all of the grow lights I need to put back in the box. And this one is another one Miss G gave me. It was a pineapple top that she planted. I don't think it'll grow another pineapple, but I mean, it's a plant and it's nice to look at. And then I've got some stuff propagating. Here I've got some mouse ear ivy that came off of this big ivy plant. Long tendrils or vines or whatever, but it's beautiful hanging off the side of the blanket cabinet. All right, let's see. Here I've got some little bits of the snake plant. You see the roots going. I think I read somewhere it's like 80 days of propagating to be able to plant it. And then here I've got just a mixture of things. This one needs water. You need to go back down in there. And then little snake plants that I pulled from the big pot. And then this was also one of the first houseplants I got when I really started wanting them. And Aloe Vera, it was clearance at Walmart. Since we've gotten it, it's grown this one, and it's working on this little one here. So that's kind of neat. And then we also have this one, which when I bought it or when I saw it at the Walmart, y'all, I swear, and to me it still does, look like an artificial plant. I had to test it at the Walmart to check if it was real, but it's not too pretty, but hey, it's a plant, and it was only a couple dollars. But it's called the Janet Craig Compacta. Strange name, but oh well. And then snake plant from the big pot. This one did not make it though. Not sure what went wrong there, but I haven't done anything different than this one. Oh, and then the big mouse ear ivy. And then Miss G gave me that one too. Miss G also gave me this one. I don't remember what she called it though, but a philodendron or something maybe. It's got a leaf unfurling. And then just today I got these plants. Another friend of ours needed some eggs and asked if I wouldn't mind trading houseplants for eggs, and I said faux show. But I gave her 2 dozen eggs, and she gave me a small arrowhead, and I don't know what she called this one, some type of philodendron or something, but on the bottom it's purple. And when she showed it to me, we were outside in the sun, it looked like there were sparkles, like it was a metallic purple. Oh, but it's so pretty. And then 2 of the vines off of the, well, maybe 3. Either way, I've got to get these propagating. Got to get those in water. And those are artificial dealies. I have one more. Oh, here. Up here, I don't know what this one is either, but it's another vine. It's 2 vines. I've just got one coming down, and I looped it back up and stuck it up top. But it just adds some green over here, and I like how it looks with the basket too. So that is all of our houseplants and our seedlings. I'll get y'all turned around real quick. So, don't know why, but I just really wanted to share that with y'all. I have found that I've grown to love looking at houseplants in my home. You know, sitting down on the sofa and looking around and seeing houseplants. I'm going to set y'all down real quick because I'm a lazy filmer. But you kind of cockeyed. It'll be alright. So, just wanted to share all the plants with you, give y'all an update on the seedlings. I think some of those seedlings I may be able to transplant now or within the next week or 2 if I can harden them off in time. I was reading, you know, Googling when can I transplant kale, broccoli, you know, the things that I think like cooler temperatures. I'm not sure. I'm learning this year. It's all trial and error. But I was looking all that up, and I'm not sure if those websites, and I gotta double check again because I Googled transplant, and each of those things said plant, so I don't know. But onion, asparagus, lettuce, chard, kale, broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, spinach. So I need to see if I can transplant these or if now is a good time to direct sow. I'll also have to check their packets. Oh, that's a lot. Anyway, I just wanted to share my plants with you because they bring me happiness. They're becoming a part of my heart, and I guess sharing a little bit of my heart with you. So, yeah, it is what it is. I'm beginning to love my plants. Anyway, I know that's kind of weird, but anyway, I might be becoming the plant lady. I just spit a little. Sorry if y'all saw that. I might be becoming the crazy plant lady. I'm already kind of the crazy chicken lady. I've got like 20 some odd chickens. And maybe one day I'll have like 20 some odd plants, if not more. But I don't mind becoming the crazy plant lady. And I just wanted to share that with y'all. Because like I said, they're slowly just becoming something I love. So it's like sharing a little bit of my heart with you. Anyway, with all that being said, I pray y'all have a great weekend. I will see you in the next one. Bye.